Hopkinton High School hosted their annual Science and Engineering Fair. Here's a look at some of the great projects and award ceremony.
I'm Ravon Soma.
I'm Shrey Tripathi.
I'm Evan Mather.
All right, and what's your project all about here?
So we designed, we were testing different sources of water filtration. We tested infrared light, UVC light, and ultrasonic sound to see how we could build a filter around them and which one could best filter the water.
Terrific. And how long did you guys work on this?
We've worked on it since September up until now in February, so we've worked a lot on it, about 3 days a week.
Excellent. And what got you interested in this topic?
Got us interested in this topic was probably our own background with this. All three of us have grandparents who live in India, and we wanted to help filter the water that was contaminated and mountainous runoff water that flows down from the mountains.
Amrit Urus.
Vikram Ramesh.
Reese Amagood.
All right, and what's your project on over here?
So we tested this rock. We tested the mineral zeolite, its absorption capabilities, and we tested the reduction of nitrate in water to create healthy water.
Specifically for our project, what made it unique was we thermally and sodium chloride modified the zeolites, and it actually made it more absorbent. The benefit of being able to absorb nitrate is saving the world's waters from being too polluted and by harmful algae bloom toxins.
There are 2 billion people being affected by this problem. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to find a cheaper and a better alternative.
Awesome. And how long did you guys work on this for?
Since like September.
Yeah, like 6-7 months.
So another successful science fair, and this might be the biggest one I've seen.
It gets bigger every year, I think. Yeah, it's such a special group of students this year, and it was a really great mix of seniors who have been with us for many years doing their last project, and a huge, great group of 9th graders doing it for the first time. So it was really fun to kind of see that whole model come together in a special day.
And so 12 of the participants here, 12 participating groups are going to the regionals.
Yeah.
Can you explain that process?
Yeah, so the science fair kind of works in a couple different tiers. So the top 12 teams from here will go to compete at WPI next Friday with about 100 teams from the central Massachusetts region. Hopkinton usually does a great job at that because this is such a competitive fair, and so all the students who qualified tonight have a good chance of making it pretty far. Then at that fair, about the top 1/3 of projects will move on to the state fair. That's held at Gillette Stadium. It's a really fun day in April. And then the top projects from there will qualify for the International Science Fair. So we have a long ways to go, but it's been a really great first night.
It's terrific. It looked like there were a lot of freshmen this year. There was a record set for most freshmen.
I feel like it's seem pretty high. And one of the things that impressed me about this group of freshmen was their commitment. I think oftentimes freshmen realize how difficult it is to do a quality project, and this group really stuck it out and figured out ways to make it work and really were committed to the whole process. And I was really impressed by the quality of the projects by the end of the year, so they did a great job. All right, hi everyone, and welcome to the 37th annual Hopkinton High School Science and Engineering Fair. I'm Kristen Murphy, I'm the director of the Science Fair program, and on behalf of the entire science department and our students and presenters, I want to say a big thank you for coming to celebrate such a special night with us here tonight. This is the, as I mentioned, 37th annual fair, and it's such a special part of life here at Hopkinton High School. Today was such a fun afternoon. We had judges, many of them science fair alums. We had teachers come back, people from the community stop by, and everyone says the same thing, which is this is one of the brightest spots in the year. There is nothing more rewarding as a teacher and a mentor than seeing students find a topic that is exciting and important to them, to put in time and effort and creativity to try and solve important, meaningful problems, and then to gather together to share really exciting and really interesting research. There is so much potential in this room. I can't wait to get emails and visits from you in 10, 20, 30 years to see what kind of amazing work you're doing, whether it's in the world of science or in all sorts of other important things we need. This room is filled with the people that make me really hopeful about the future, and it's such an honor to be a part of this program. So congratulations to all of our student presenters. A science fair of this size and this level of sophistication is an enormous undertaking for the whole community. So I want to say a few important thank yous. First, I want to thank our administration, specifically Dr. Kavanaugh, Mr. Bishop, and Jen Smith, our department chair, who care so much about this program and have given us time and resources and money and energy to make this what it is today. So a big thank you to all of them. I want to thank the many people around the building that step up every day to help our students. Specifically, even though he's not here right now, I want to say a big thank you to Bob Fleming. Students who have been in the project room know Mr. Fleming very well. He shares our space with us. He's the head of our maintenance department in buildings and grounds. And he is there every day, whether it's I need a Sharpie, I need someone to help me unlock this door, or just like a pep talk that everything's going to work out and the projects are looking really cool. This colleague and friend of mine has stepped up in so many ways this year. And even though he's not here tonight, I want to say a big thank you to Bob Fleming and the entire maintenance and facility. We also have a great team of mentors that support student projects throughout the year. Connor Zanini, thank you so much. Lauren Garneau, who's not here tonight. And then I want to say a special shout out to one of our mentors who has been here for 19 years supporting student projects. She started this many years ago and has been part of many of the environmental science projects, some of the most creative projects. Whenever there's a topic where I say, man, I just don't know how we're going to do this, Charlotte Shire is the person we always look towards. Charlotte, I believe, is here right now, and I wanted to bring her out to say thank you. This is Charlotte's last year. I also want to say a big thank you to the HPTO, who sponsors our student research projects throughout the year with really generous contributions, and it sponsors the prizes here tonight for the top 3 teams. I don't know if Amy is still here, but I know many people in this room give generously to the HPTO. They're such a great organization, and they are the reason we're able to do a program of this size, so thank you so much to the HPTO. Okay, and then lastly, I want to say thank you to the families and the students who are here tonight. Taking on Science Fair, as a former Science Fair alum myself, I know that this is a real family commitment. Your dinner table conversations are about fruit flies and how you're going to make them reproduce or something. You're doing carpools. I had so many kids this year saying, my parents are waiting, I need one more trial. And I'm like, you got to get out of here. There are so many families that rearrange their schedules, give those pep talks, do so much to support their students. We really appreciate how much you care about helping your students see this process through and encouraging them throughout the semester and throughout the year. So thank you so much to all of our families. And then most importantly, I want to say thank you to the students. And I tell them this often, but I think it's worth repeating, that this is one of the most challenging things you can do in your high school career. I don't think people who haven't been through this process really understand just how challenging it is to build a project from scratch and then have none of it work and have to figure it out again.
while doing an entire full schedule and extracurriculars and all of your real life responsibility. The attitude and perseverance you bring every day to this is so great, and the thing I love most about this program is not necessarily the big scores tonight or these really impressive projects, which are wonderful. It's seeing all the growth from day one to today. Every student in this room has made so much growth this year, and that's the most special part of this. So I hope whether you're the big winner tonight or maybe are not moving on to regionals, that you see this as a successful experience and that you keep working hard to get a little bit better every day and show that same perseverance you've shown throughout the year. So congratulations to all of our students. All right, so now for some student recognitions. This is, I believe, the largest senior class we have ever had of science fair students. This group started as 9th graders, blew us all out of the water by a ton of them qualifying for regionals in the 9th grade, and totally got that science fair bug and kept coming back year after year after year. They have been so wonderful to work with. They are responsible, they're creative, they're the kindest kids, and I really can't imagine science fair without these kids next year. I want to ask all of our seniors to come up, and we're going to take a picture up here, and we also have flowers for all of you. So if we could have Garima, Shrija, Miyu, Piyusha, Kezar, Dylan, Anushka, David, Caius, Mark, Matthew, Paki, Jake, and Nikali, please come on up.
I'm going to try and take a group picture if we can. For Mr.
Wait till everyone gets flowers. Miss Murphy, you want to get it? Nope.
Need your flowers.
Thanks. Yes, proudly present flowers. Awesome.
And then I think And then I think it's also really important to take time tonight to also recognize all of our 9th grade students and the future we see in the program in this room tonight. So if the 9th graders could just raise their hand for all of our 9th graders, you can see that it's the largest senior class, but also the largest 9th grade class we've ever had in school history. And there's a lot of really amazing potential scientists and engineers in this group. For the last few years, we tried to take a moment at the award ceremony to recognize what we call our Rookies of the Year. These are the top 3 9th grade projects. This doesn't necessarily mean they're qualified for regionals. It's a very competitive group here. This is one of our most competitive fairs in school history. But these are 3 projects that judges identified as having a lot of potential. We hope to see you coming back for future fairs, and we just wanted to take a moment to recognize these 3 top Rookie of the Year teams. So in no particular order, one of our Rookie of the Year teams goes to a team that worked really hard on their brown dwarf spectral analysis, Alekia and Trinity. Come on up. Yeah, come on up. Come on up. We also have a team that worked incredibly hard through some tough challenges and did a great job. We have Chia Seeds Effect on Diabetes with Arushi and And last but not least, for our Rookies of the Year, we have Buzzing with Brain Power. Congratulations. I'm going to have you guys stand right here for a photo.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations. You guys, thank you.
The next prize we're going to give out tonight is one of my favorite prizes that we do, and it recognizes a team that is showcase their perseverance and their commitment and their creativity throughout the process. As many of us know, things don't always go smoothly in science fair, and one of the most important qualities is kind of never taking no for an answer. This prize is named after the woman who started the science fair at Hopkinton High School, who was my science fair mentor and Mr. Zanini's way back when. And she's actually here tonight, which is so special. So Val Latansky, if you can come on up. This is really special for me because Val was my chemistry teacher downstairs on the first floor, and her perseverance and creativity and enthusiasm in the classroom made me fall in love with chemistry. And every day when I come to work, I try and think about who can I try and inspire like she inspired me. So it's so special to have her here. And I think there's no better honor than a judge saying, wow, that kid, it might not have worked and the data might not have been perfect, but that kid gets it. And that kid has that something special that's going to take them really far in life. And I really agree with the judge's recognition of these two students who did such a great job on their project, never taking no for an answer, just like Val. And so we'd like to award the Valerie Latansky Prize for Perseverance to Medav and Arush for modeling combustion use.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you were going to be in it.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. And now for the part you're all waiting for, I know. I just had to say my thanks, Val. You're really amazing and had a big impact. But now our top three awards. We're ready to, after a really long day. So I'm going to announce the top 3 awards. They're going to come take a picture, and then I'm going to announce the 9 additional teams that are regional qualifiers who will go on to compete at WPI next Friday. Obviously, if you do the math, most teams in here are not going to make it to regionals, but that doesn't mean that you didn't do a great job today and have so much to be proud of. I'm also going to ask our regional qualifiers to stay for a minute to talk about some things that have to happen. And while that's happening, students are welcome when we're finished to take their boards and head out. If you want to put your boards back downstairs in the project room, you can, or you can take them home and bring them home later this week. And I know the end's always kind of chaotic, so I just want to say again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us here tonight. Okay, so our 3rd place prize this year goes to a student who's been a committed member of Science Fair for many years. I'm very proud to announce Shrija Kumar, utilizing CBD as a Congratulations, I'll have you stay up here. In 2nd place, another student that I think showed tremendous perseverance throughout the year goes to Amelia Graham, understanding the immunomodulatory effects of ignitia on C. elegans. Okay, and 1st place goes to a team that has continued to raise the bar of the Hopkinton High School Science Fair for many years. They impressed judges with the sophistication of their project, their excellent presentation skills. So many judges came up to me at the end and just said, wow, that project is really something special. Congratulations to Anushka and Dylan for the glyco charge. So in addition to these 3 teams, we get to send 9 additional teams to the regional fair next Friday. Oftentimes, this fair is as competitive as that regional fair. You're competing with the best and brightest scientists and engineers that our region has to offer. I think all of these students have a great shot of doing really well. So I'm going to announce 9 more projects to come up and join us. The first team that's coming up will be Garima with the Avine, a less invasive prototype for men. The next team goes to Miyu and Piyusha for the effects of terpenes. The next regional qualifier goes to Kazar with the scientific machine learning. The next project qualifying for regionals is Vagmi with understanding neurotoxicity. Okay, our next regional qualifier goes to a 9th grade team. Alekia and Trinity are headed to for their brown dwarf spectral analysis. Another team that's qualifying for regionals for the first time goes to Devanshi and Sophia, development and application. One of the things that's so exciting, as I interrupt, is so many of the teams up here, this will be their first trip to regionals, which is really exciting. You can see how much they come back year after year and keep improving, which is really fun to see. Our next regional qualifier will be Caius and David from Worms to Humans, developing an absolute distinction. We're probably going to have to double up or something, but we'll figure out the picture. Our next regional qualifier goes to Simrat and Aryan for post-transcriptional regulation. And our last regional qualifier, this is another first-time regional participant, so congratulations to our Shia, investigating the impact of growth. Thank you all so much for a wonderful fair. Congratulations to all students. Regional qualifiers, if you could stay up here for a picture and a quick chat, that'd be great. And thank you all for another wonderful science fair. Good night, thank you.
Some people in French.
Yeah, it's like kneel down.